Garden Reflections, we have this as well. This is your 12-inch metal plant stand with the wheels for $26.98. Your 3 easy payments here, $8.99. We have 2 colors that you can shop for. I have it here in the mint, and then we also have it here in the white. These are great. They have wheels. The wheels do lock in place if you don't want this to go anywhere. But how awesome is that you're getting this from Garden Reflections, which is our own brand here at the Q that brings you amazing things for your outdoor space. Miss Jordan Carson is here. I thought she was going to be on Skype. She said, no, girl, I'm coming on in to say hi. How are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you.
These are great because I love the versatility and the flexibility to be able to move my plants from one place to the other, and sometimes they're heavy.
Sometimes they're very heavy, and you know, we don't want to strain our arms, we don't want to strain our backs, and so this is how you can easily move your plants from one place to the other. So I'm actually going to move this planter here just so we can talk about this, but this is by Garden Reflections. Like you said, this is our own brand here at the Q, and this is such an elevated way to move your plants, not just looks wise, but also elevated in diameter. So you have 12 inches in diameter here. It's 4 inches in height, and so your plants are not going to spill over. And it's constructed of powder coated iron. And so it's lovely, and it also has that beautiful filigree design.
Yeah.
Oftentimes when we see these at the stores, they're constructed of plastic.
Yeah.
They're not very well done.
Yeah.
This is the opposite of that. This is very well done. This is corrosion resistant. This is outdoor safe. This is great for indoors or outdoors. And you have your locking wheels as well.
Yeah, this is good because I have huge pots outside. And when I tell you it's always a pain when I'm moving them, we just got our deck extended. We had a, a nice little deck, but now we have it like almost double the size. And so I have huge planters. They're probably about 22 inches, like how Roxanne said her planters were that big as well. So when you have planters that big, there's gonna be a lot of dirt. They get really, really heavy. You need something to put them in. The bottom is this small for sure. It's just the top that's wider. So I could easily put that plant in here. Now I can roll it around, move it around to where I need it. Maybe it needs to get a little bit more sun. Maybe I need to take it out of the sun. What if it's one of those plants you need to kind of bring in for the winter? Now you can do it and put it on this and not worry about having to lift it.
That's right, and I love that you mentioned that. Oftentimes we need to rotate our plants because the sun is not getting to each side.
Right.
This is the perfect way to do so. So when this does come, and it holds 50 pounds, Monifa.
Oh, good.
50 pounds,
yeah, that's
that
good.
is large. So on the bottom, when this does come to you, the wheels are not attached. You do need to attach these. All you're going to do is pop these into the bottom. But what I love here is you have 2 of these wheels that are locking. So you don't have to worry about your plants moving from place to place when you don't want them to. You're just going to push this little lever down right there. You're going to do that on 2 of these wheels, and that prevents it from slipping. It doesn't move.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere. I got to really kind of make it move if I want to, and I don't want to do that. So imagine having 50 pounds on that. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. So that's really good. These are great. Get home a couple if you need them. They're $8.99, right? You get home a couple of these. Think about where you're gonna put them in your garden space. Is it on a deck? Maybe you're like me and you have a great deck and you have plants on the deck where you go, I can never move this plant, and they kind of live there, and every time you gotta go and maybe turn it around to get more sun, and it's always a pain. This is going to help alleviate that problem. So you get a couple of these home, get somebody to help you put them in there one time. They live here and you don't have to worry about it, because remember, this can live outside. Maybe you have that big, huge plant indoors that you're having the same issue with, right? Maybe you want to move it. Maybe you need to rotate it. You put that huge plant that's indoors on this as well, which is nice. And I like the fact that it's elevated. So now if you're watering this, the water has a place to escape.
Yeah, it can escape if you have this outdoors, but I also love that oftentimes when you have your plants seated on the ground, you're not getting that air ventilation from the base.
Right.
And you want to make sure that you're getting air throughout the entire plant. And so this is going to help elevate your plants, and then you're getting that circulation of water so you don't end up getting rot at the bottom of your plants, which of course we don't want.
That's why you see sometimes a lot of the pots nowadays, they're trying to help us out by giving us that extra little kind of bottom piece, but some of them don't have that. And so if they don't, like, this is a prime example. If you have pots like this, doesn't have that. So what a great idea to be able to get these pots elevated in such a really nice way so that they get that ventilation, the water can go out. But more importantly, you can move those plants around without worrying about, oh my gosh, I gotta bend over. Oh, it's so heavy.
So
I'm
true.
never gonna leave it. You know how the plants, they live in a spot so long that when you finally move it, there's a spot. There's a ring on the ground. Yeah, right? So this is such a better way. Again, get those plants lifted up. There are 2 colors that you can shop for this in. I have it here in the mint, and then Jordan is holding it in the white. And the white has been very popular. So we only have about 350 left in that white, so pick it up. Again, get a couple of them. Garden season is here. Some of us have started to plant already. Some of us will be planting over the next couple of weeks. I think we have like this last couple of days of like it getting past 30 degrees in the evening, then I think we're home free. I'm claiming it. We're home
I'm ready
free.
for it. I'm ready.
And so you can start to get out there and, you know, just not only plant, but maybe you already have beautiful established plants that just need a little bit more elevation. What a good way to do it.
Oh, I love these. They're perfect. And you know what? I would get several of these, especially at this price. Like I said, these are great for outdoor. These are outdoor safe, corrosion resistant. And so you're going to use these all throughout the year, whether it's indoor or outdoor, and you're going to use these for years and years to come.
Yeah, that's what you want to get because listen, plants last a long time. Some plants outlive us. I remember my mom had plants that I didn't even remember when she got them. And so if you have those plants, they're heavy. Think about trying to move them around. You're probably not gonna do that as much, right? But if you put them on something like this, now you're able to move them maybe to a different window. Maybe you notice one side has a lot of leaves and greenery and flowers on it and the other side doesn't, and it's always been a pain for you to turn that plant. It wouldn't be if you had it elevated on wheels. So grab a couple of these. Again, your easy pay, $8.99. These are really well made from Garden Reflections. You go, why are there $26.99? Because we take out the middleman. That's what's nice about Garden Reflections.
That we listen to the customer, we take out the middleman, and we have this attainable luxury that you definitely want to get home.
Yeah. Mint, and then that's the white. Again, $8.99. That is your easy pay. Your item number is M93499. And remember, it's a 12-inch metal plant stand with the wheels. You can lock the wheels, and it holds up to 50 pounds. That's a lot of dirt.
A lot of dirt.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks, Monifa.